Hello everyone, this is Luna, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown art to continue. The emulator froze while I was busy typing up the last description because, let's be honest, it was long. And I'm not sure if anyone is going to bother reading it or even watching the video, but to be fair, I do not have any remorse for making the video as long as it was. Honestly, maybe some people will just not watch it that really shouldn't be watching it. But yeah, I do mean that some of the things about... I don't like everything that I say about myself, to be honest. Some things probably shouldn't be said, but you know what? I think being honest is a good policy. And I am honest as much as I can be. In any case, I'm living a good life. I'm not going to do anything dumb or toxic, I hope. But at the very least, when I do something stupid, it's as dumb as just messing up with and playing a card game. That's as badly as I've messed up so far. And now, obviously, off YouTube, I've made my mistakes, but I'm trying not to make too many of those in public, just saying. I'm doing my best. I'm not perfect. I'll probably mess up a bunch. But, I mean, what do you expect from someone that doesn't really understand social norms? They've changed, okay? I was trying to learn the old ones, and then they changed again. And I'm just like, already? I haven't even learned the other ones yet. I'm doing my best to adjust, but it's hard, man. It's hard. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I will do my best. I'll do my best. And hopefully I'll be able to keep being a decent person. Now this is on you, This is on you, government. Don't take away my healthcare or I will probably do something stupid. Dangerously stupid. If you don't want me to do that, please let me have my healthcare. And let's proceed. So, once the championship's over, you're gonna focus your attention on running the shop? If that was the plan. I'm a bit concerned. You think a pain in the butt like you has got what it takes to manage a store? Don't forget you've also got to take care of Misaki. I'll be just fine. Don't tell me what to do. Isn't life wonderful, Shin? We've got a future filled with hope. And why is that? Tell me. This is just between you and me. While we were doing our research, we discovered a new clan. A clan no one's ever heard of before. A fantastic discovery. Completely unknown. This could be it. This could lead to Vanguard changing the future of the world. A future where everyone is able to live in peace and harmony. So this discovery could be the key. Here's the clan I'm talking about. The Gear Chronicle. And yeah, I oppose Myojin now, but if my life was different and the laws of physics were different, I could potentially do a bunch of other shit. Yeah. I mean, my life is fine now. I'm good now, but I mean, I know how bad I could potentially be, and I'm no different from any other human, okay? Let's not get the facts twisted just because I'm a bit weird. I just hate that I would ever side with Ryojin. I just hate that. But I'm like, yeah, I kind of have to admit it. I have to admit it because I feel like it, just saying. And yeah, love is what drives me to do the most horrible shit out there. But usually it's just, you know, in my head. And it's not, you know, doing anything harmful toward other people. Because I'm mature enough and I've got a conscience. I've got a conscience. But imagine if something happened to that conscience. That would be bad. I'd like to prefer that nothing does happen to it. And that day, well, that was the last time I ever saw Rive. He disappeared, just vanished without a trace. And he left you behind. Chrono, there's a reason we didn't tell you your father was alive. It's because he specifically instructed us not to. Rive? Why? Your dad insisted on it. At least, that's the message Koji passed on. I am disgusted, Rive. Why? This all started because of me. I made a connection with Dran, and the door to space-time was opened. Yes, and her name is very fitting for something like that. That's it. It's up to me to put a stop to Ryuzu's plans. You know, as a writer, I haven't actually put much thought into what I've named my characters. I haven't done that. It's pretty obvious. I haven't put much thought into it. But, I mean, that's the problem. Now I'm used to everyone's names, and I'm like, now I don't feel like I should change them because they're the names I've chosen. Why change them now? That doesn't make sense. And I'm like, most writers would just do it, but me, no. Alright, I'm insane. I guess I'll be fine. People criticize me regardless of what I do, so why stop? Why bother? I'll do whatever I want, as long as I'm not hurting anyone. My characters' names are fine, they're not harming anyone. People are just going to criticize their names, probably. But some names are actually just stupidly generic. Stupidly generic, indeed. That's it. It's up to me to put a stop to Ryuzu's plan. But Chrono's name, clearly there's some thought put into his name. But there's no thought to my characters' names, like the meaning of them, no. Chrono, though, I know some thought was put into his name. I know because it's obvious. I may not have my Depend card anymore, but I still have Shion and Tokuha with me. And there are many others who will lend a hand. And on that note, a lot of writers put thought into their characters' names. And I just don't. I don't give a shit. I'm just like, my character can be called this or that. And eventually I get used to it and I'm like, no, I can't just change their names. That's not what, no. That's their name. Stop criticizing me for that. I wonder where your father is now and what he's doing. Hopefully something sane, like reforming himself as a parent. Chrono. Are you reforming yourself, Rive? Just asking. You don't appear to be doing much of anything. I think he was stated to be unable to move. Is that actually true? Or is he just standing there for no other reason other than he can't? If he really can't move, that's depressing, but still. I said that things start to get serious after this chapter, and that was a pretty long cutscene. And a very serious one at that. But I definitely made it longer. I made it longer. I do this all the time because I'm just like, enjoyment. That's the goal of this shutdown arc. To enjoy Vanguard. And it's a speed run, but it's a speed run where I'm not even sure if it counts as a speed run to some people. Considering how long some of these videos are and how often I'm rambling. But this is still being done in just 2 months, so, you know. If I'm honest with you, I'd say the situation's very serious. If I'm honest with you, I would say that is very obvious. Trying to access the Zodiac time beasts in orbit, it's almost impossible, at least for the moment. Almost impossible, at least for the moment. Yeah, sure. Just send everyone to the moon. They'll be fine, apparently. I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. I know that Season 4 just doesn't make any logical sense. How the hell is it on the moon? They were on the moon? What? Humans can't breathe on the moon? Even Yu-Gi-Oh! Acknowledges that. And we're moving on. I'm seeing if I can figure out a way to call the units, using a reverse process from the one we discovered in our analysis of the original transfer. I'm seeing if I can figure out a way to call the units, using a reverse process from the one we discovered in our analysis of the original transfer. Okay, go ahead, do it. Do it, Chris. You're a genius, right? Then do it! Chances of success better be 100%. Are you a true genius or are you just lying to us? I'm kidding. Chris is what, 15? It's looking pretty bleak. If the units could awaken on their own, that would give us some extra strength. And then we'd have a shot. And then there's this. I've been working on the structure of the stride gate. But the scale of the thing is way bigger than anything I've ever come across. Wow. Well, that's no surprise. We know it's powerful enough to affect the destiny of an entire planet. Apparently two, actually. Considering that Myojin is planning to sacrifice a planet. An entire one. Or at least the life on it, to be honest. But it's more than that. It's not just the energy that's at play here. It's operating at a level that's able to transfer a large number of objects. Wow. That's definitely very complicated. I must admit that at least we don't have laws of physics like this. And that would be way more complicated. And trust me, laws of physics are already tough to understand. I think we're still struggling with that one, just saying. Just my guess, just an educated one. Not like I know anything about physics. I never took a course on it. Or did I? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Operating at a level that's able to transfer a large number of objects. The question we need to ask is, by opening the stride gate, what is Raizu planning to bring from Cray? Besides the unit? Is that the question you're asking? So there you have it. All of the Gear Chronicle Zodiac time beasts that were transferred are above us. They're orbiting the Earth. Wow. In other words, in space. Wow. Yeah. Apparently everyone went to space in Season 4 and I'm still not sure how to understand that. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. In space? That's typical of Raizu, always showing off. He took everything away from my family. He's capable of anything. So we ride a rocket and we zoom. No, that's not a good idea. No. Unless you secretly trained as an astronaut, I don't think you're going into... This isn't supposed to be funny, man. But this is my kind of sense of humor, apparently. I don't even think this is supposed to be humor. Unless you secretly trained as an astronaut, I don't think you're going into space. So, what do you think we do? So, what do you think we should do? Anything? Yes, Tayo, a lot of things. Anything, as long as it works. I'm handling the situation. However, we're not in a position to be able to move immediately. As the one behind Plan G, I take full responsibility for being a step behind up to now. But I ask that you give me more time. Time? How do we give you time? That's a human-made construct. Is it like a construct? We've made time. How do we give you more of it when that's not what time does? Time doesn't let you have more of it. It just passes. Oh my god. Talk about overanalyzing a single line. But I ask that you give me more time. And then I know I can come up with a way to stop them. And when that time comes, I'm going to need your help. Well, you don't have to worry about me. I'm in. Whether it ends up being in space or wherever, I'm in 100%. Oh, no, wait, she said 110%. We need to save our strength for the right moment. But until then, we just have to bide our time. Like the saying goes, more pace, less speed. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I'm not sure what the actual line is supposed to be. Don't you mean more haste, less speed? Oh yes, you're right. Haste! Don't forget to include me when you need some help. I'll do whatever you want. I appreciate it. You don't have to come every day. I'm fine. You should be in school. If you didn't overdo things, I wouldn't need to. Like the other day. I heard you guys got into trouble with the nurses for staying up all night planning an event. Oh my god. That's insane. I definitely get into trouble for doing something like that too. Just saying, being in a hospital doing nothing is boring. You might think you're feeling better now, but you really need to get more rest. Things are too important to rest right now. How about you? Are you getting enough sleep? I'm sorry you ended up being involved in all this. I'm doing it because of my friend. I see. We'll make sure we get Vanguard and the Promotion Association back to how they used to be. Promise me, you won't overdo things, will you? You are not in a position to ask for that. I'll be fine. I've got a lot of really good friends on my side. Chrono Jet vanished, and since then, I've tried to rebuild my deck as best I can. I wanted to try it out with you as a trial run. Why choose me? There are loads of others who'd play you. It has to be you. Out of everyone I know, you're by far the most relentless. Indeed, I agree. Mercy should be dead. I want to know what I'm capable of right now. I want you to show me no mercy. Just as you asked, Chrono, no mercy. Ever. Alright then. There's also something I need to ask you. What's that? After I beat you, stand up the Vanguard. After Alter Ego attacks the Vanguard. Twin Drive. There we go. Critical trigger. He isn't like the others. He comes at me without ever letting up. Determined to destroy me. I'm not going to let you beat me. Right. Stream Battler Q Kugba. Kugba? Is it Kugba? I don't know these languages. I only know English, and I can barely speak that properly. I can barely speak that one properly at the moment. I think that's a temporary thing, though. When time is limited, of course you're going to stop being fluent in your language. You're talking so much, you're typing so much, you're writing all sorts of words. Yeah, I'm going to recover eventually. When I have enough time to calm down. This deck isn't the same without my favorite cards in it. I completely understand, Chrono. That is how I feel when I'm using a deck without all my favorite cards in it. And that's why deck building is a pain. We'll join forces, then together we'll save those units. You're managing to keep up quite well. But do you seriously think you can reach my level with that sort of play? You wanted me to show no mercy. I'll show you what a real fight is like. He who controls chaos. Link us to the future with your pure white light. Generation Stride. Genesis Dragon. Flagellate Messiah. Flagellate Messiah. These words are supposed to be translated. For the most part, they are, but some just, I don't know how to pronounce them. I'm trying, though. I'm doing my best. With the time I've got left, I'm trying my best. But there's something you should know. What's that? It's about your father. It's been a while since I last mentioned it. It's been a while since I mentioned it, but I promised I'd talk to you about him. Yes. So what do you have to say? Anything new? Is he fine? Yes, I know your father was... Yes. I knew your father was alive, and I purposely kept that a secret from you. Why are you telling me this now? You wanted me to give it my all. So if that's what I'm doing, the goal is to make you stronger. Yes, of course. You shouldn't have hidden it from. No one should have hidden it from him, and Rai shouldn't have requested that. That was a bad decision, and I'm highly critical of him for that. Why, Rai? That was stupid of you. You wanted me to give it my all. So, that's what I'm doing. The goal is to make you stronger. Our focus is defeating Raizu Myojin. All we need to do... Our focus is defeating Raizu Myojin. All we do is in support of that mission. The reason your father went into hiding was so you wouldn't get caught up in his battle. And he failed! However, you were the only one who could open up the path between the two worlds. And then, in order for Chrono's Brand to survive here, without a depend card, it was necessary for Rive to sacrifice some of his power. Meanwhile, Raizu was determined to go ahead with his plan, without any hesitation, as he worked towards summoning the units. Without Rive around, I needed to guide you into becoming a card fighter who had the skills to go up against Raizu. I was the one who gave you the Gear Chronicle deck and guided you to card capital. As your skills developed, I would send you new cards, and every now and then would meet up with you to assess your progress. The fate that connects Rive Shindo, the powers hidden within you, and what happened 10 years ago. I knew about it all. Everything. And no, I didn't tell you. Because if you knew more than was necessary... And no, I didn't tell you. Because if you knew more than was necessary, it would have possibly hindered your development. I was lying to you. You thought you knew me, but you didn't. For your sake, I was living a lie. But I'm not going to apologize, because it was necessary. Having said that, I do feel bad about what I put you through. I do not understand what he means by that. Yeah, well, it's too late now. You know something I think I knew. How many times did you actually tell me the truth? Give me a number. Come on, don't start to look sorry now. That's not going to make any difference at this stage of the game. You've always been the same way, skulking in the shadows, doing your thing, using us whenever it suits you. Don't you see how selfish that is? If you really are sorry, then how about you take it easier on me? Oh, really? No, Chrono, no. You said that Mercy is dead, so let it die. You're the one who told me to show no mercy. Yeah, I did. That's the only way you fight. In a card fight, a person's true nature is revealed. And I still have no idea what that means. And what does that say about me? I don't need any answers. I think I can pretty much gather that I think I can pretty much understand based on the plans I'm using. And my tastes. And some of the things I've said. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. The way he fights, he's completely relentless. Super strong and very straightforward. The fact that he's been lying to me all this time, that must have been a hard thing for him to do. This card fight tells me everything I need to know. What aspects of his character I can trust, and what I need to overcome to defeat him. Oh no, no damage. Of course not. You think you're going to beat me that easily? And that's the Koji we're used to. Play. Okay, you asked for it. I'm gonna crush you. I never believed I was anything special. I just wanted to grow up as fast as possible and live a good life. That was all. Grow up as fast as possible? Hell no, that's a bad decision. Don't do that, Chrono, don't. Even if everything that happened to me went according to your plan, it doesn't change the fact that I gained a lot in the process. Exactly as I pointed out in an earlier video, though it may have been the description, I don't know. I found Vanguard, and through it, I made some great friends. I want to thank you. I think I did say that he should have been thanking Koji. I'm pretty sure that I did mention he should be thanking him instead. And here he is, thanking him. That was a very good thing of you to do, Chrono, because you should have been doing that from the very beginning instead of insulting him and Okay, moving on. Ha! No guard, come. Good for you, here I go. Damn it, I was only going to say this if I won, but I'll tell you now anyway. What is it? It's about Raizu. Before long, there's going to be a decisive battle with him, right? When it comes, you have to let me be a part of the fight. I know, you still see me as a kid. And I lost to you. You are a kid, Chrono. Of course he sees you as a kid, that's because you are. However, I must have some skills you can use. And I want to be able to use them to protect Vanguard. I know I lost the Depend card and I feel awful. To make up for it, I have to help you with this in order to redeem myself. So I'll do whatever it takes, even if it means risking my life. You're too young to be talking like that. You've got your whole life ahead of you. He's too young to be talking like that, but if he wants to be a walking stereotype, who am I to criticize him? I thought you'd say that. However, I fully understand how you feel. If it's absolutely necessary, I won't hesitate to draw you as a trigger. Oh my god. If it's absolutely necessary, I won't hesitate to draw you as a trigger. Really? I won't let you down. Good. I hate to say it, but there really hasn't been any progress. I'm sorry, but there's something else I need you to prepare. Top priority. Oh man, Chris is busy. He's only like 15, dude. I don't know his actual age, to be honest. I didn't look that up. But he's probably the same age as Kamui. And I don't know if Kamui is actually 15, but that's my assumption. Maybe a dumb assumption, I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, it's time to wrap up Chapter 21.